This article comes from GoNintendo.com. The headline is Lego Super Mario has been in the works for over 4 years, will not connect to Nintendo Switch, and Lego shows interest in other Nintendo IPs, because why wouldn't they? So Lego Super Mario was revealed earlier this week, and in a typical Nintendo fashion, it is offering a unique play experience. This came together through a very close-knit collaboration with Lego, and it's something that has been in the works for quite some time. In an interview with Brothers Brick, I don't know what that is, but Jonathan Bennick, the design manager at Lego Creative Play Lab and digital design lead for Lego Super Mario, talks about when all the work began. He says, I've been working on this project for 4 years, but about a half a year before that, leaders from both Lego and Nintendo met up to talk about what we could do together and where our core competencies lie. We decided early on that what we wanted to leverage what both parties are good at. For Lego, that's of course the brick being creative and using your imagination. For Nintendo, it is seamless interactivity and innovation. We wanted to make sure that Lego and Nintendo come together, those two big brands with lots of fans, that we do it justice. About half a year into the project, we made the first prototype of an interactive Mario figure. I hope one day we get to share this with the world because I think it would be quite interesting for people to know where it came from and how it evolved. But it was basically just a tiny little brick, maybe 4 modules high, with a screen and speakers that we put a cap on and painted red. Once we put the cap on, we were all like, yeah, that's Mario, and we instantly fell in love with him as an interactive Lego character. But we didn't know exactly what to do with him and how to make the most of functionality. For that, we worked with Nintendo and playtested with kids for quite a few iterations until we solidified the idea of building levels. Essentially, you can't go wrong building levels, but certain combinations and tricks will make the level better and get more coins from it. Building levels was probably the biggest revelation of the project because that is really where the core Lego play comes in. Everything is happening in the bricks and it's about coming up with ideas for levels and building anything that you want with the technology and interactivity that Nintendo is known for infused in it from the beginning. Since this is not the post, this is the article that keeps on giving. Since the reveal, a lot of people have been wondering if Lego Super Mario will connect with the Switch in some way. Unfortunately, that is not the case. He says, unfortunately, can't talk about the battery or updates, though we'll be releasing that information in the future. I also can't tell you what it connects to, but I can tell you that it does not connect to the Switch. It doesn't connect to the Nintendo hardware platforms. This is because we wanted to keep the experiences very separate. Lego Mario is not a video game. Kids are basically role-playing a video game with the sets by building levels, but it doesn't go into a Nintendo game. For instance, so there's a very clear separation between those, but I can't comment on anything that it can connect to just yet. And the words. Now that Nintendo and Lego are working together, can we expect the two to team up with other IPs? Lego obviously isn't ready to say, but there does seem to be interest. He says, again, I can't go into specifics here, but I can say that we haven't worked for 4 years to release just one wave of products. We hope to have a long and fruitful relationship with Nintendo and their IPs, and we really look forward to working with them on a long term. They have a lot of very exciting IPs that we might do or might not do. Ooh. That is the end of the article. Of course, where was this when I was a kid? I'm just putting that out there. I would have died and went to childhood heaven had there been like Zelda Lego sets. It would have been the most ultimate thing of my life. Because I loved Lego and Nintendo. Those were like my two things as a kid. So just putting that out there. This is an exciting time. Anyways,
very, very exciting. Dang.
Very exciting.
I know. I wish I had that opportunity when I was younger. Like, I mean, I was young enough to be around for like Harry Potter Lego, so I was always on that and like Star Wars Lego. But to have Nintendo Lego,
yeah,
I don't have disposable income for that sort of thing. So,
do you want to read the second piece of news, Tubes?
Yeah, let's read the next part.
Mm-hmm. It's technically the first piece,
is
but
another one. It's from Go Nintendo. Nintendo Lego collab may feature up to 13 sets. Might have been meant for a Nintendo Direct reveal, which we all know that they kind of goofed on that when they announced it. They basically were like, oh yeah, like announced in this Nintendo Direct, but we hadn't had a Nintendo Direct. So it was like basically hinting that maybe we were supposed to get one.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Nintendo and LEGO are working on something Mario related, which was confirmed earlier today. What else do we know about the project? Well, nothing officially, but some other tidbits have popped up that may or may not be legitimate info. First up, the gang over at Stone Wars have found that there are 13 different listings for projects that appear to be tied to the Nintendo collab. The lineup includes items priced from €4 to €100, quite a bit of range of products. Following that, Game UK posted up a message about the collaboration that points to a Nintendo Direct that got shifted around. Check out the message in full below. Heard about the partnership between LEGO and Nintendo. The latest Nintendo Direct announced their exciting collaboration, the first time the two big brands have worked together. Details are limited at this stage, but we hope you're as excited as us. As you know, the info did not come from a Nintendo Direct, but I'm just going to call it Mario Day instead. Is this a goof on Games' part, or was there a Direct that's been shuffled around?
I think that they honestly probably had a Direct scheduled and pushed it up so that they don't like undercut the Animal Crossing hype, basically. That's my thought. But probably after Animal Crossing comes out, we'll have a Direct. That's my thought. But yeah, it's an oops. They probably had something planned, and then coronavirus ruined their Direct.
Yeah. Well,
it's been canceled.
You're right on that, though. Like, I feel like right now, like, Nintendo just kind of like riding this hype train that everyone is on right now about Animal Crossing, and there's so many people that are buying into the hype. I mean, there's people that aren't really, but I've found that a lot of people that, even though they're not excited about Animal Crossing personally, they're excited for people that are excited about Animal Crossing. So it's just been like this huge positivity that's been coming through, aside from all the gatekeeping we've been seeing. But I mean, it makes sense to delay the Direct.
Who's gatekeeping? What are they saying? It's Animal Crossing.
I don't know
Can
if you guys
gatekeep Animal Crossing.
Miss Clickett actually, she had posted something about it on Twitter about how she was like talking about Animal Crossing, and she hadn't played any of the other core games for Animal Crossing, and so someone was trying to gatekeep Animal Crossing and say that she's not a true fan because she didn't play the other ones. And I was like,
okay, everyone has to start somewhere. I mean, gee.
I'm just happy that people are getting into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rip.
people are weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
But so it's interesting that they say that they've been working on this for 4 years, that it wasn't something that they just got together like a few months ago and then planned out, and now they're talking about it, and they're like, hey, we're going to release some Lego Nintendo sets or whatever, because I don't know if you guys remember, but around the same time that Nintendo, the rumors of a Nintendo Mario movie was going to be worked on or coming out, around that same time, there was also rumors of Nintendo working on smartphone games. And around the same time, there was also rumors of Nintendo and Lego working together. Nintendo came out, denied all the rumors, and sometime later, Nintendo finally confirmed they were working on a a Mario movie. That movie is supposed to come out next year. The cell phone game rumors that they denied, now they have like 7 games made.
Is it
altogether? Or 7 planned altogether?
Go?
I don't know. Like there's
What's
Pokemon
it?
Go,
Dr. Mario, Mario Kart, Fire Emblem,
that weird amiibo game.
Fire Emblem. Oh no, Animal Crossing. What's the weird amiibo game?
They had one of the first or the second games that they had was like the Mii game, but then they canceled it or whatever while it was already gone.
What was it called? I don't remember what it's called, but they did. Yeah, I remember the one.
And then they have.
It's kind of lame.
It's kind of lame.
They said that the Zelda amiibo game, or not amiibo, the Zelda mobile phone game was going to be in development after the Animal Crossing game.
Yeah.
So technically, they should be working on it if you want to believe Nintendo.
It's a big if.
Yeah, because obviously like them denying all of those rumors. But around the same time, one of the other rumors that was going around was Nintendo was partnering with Lego, but nothing ever came of it, except Nintendo denying it. And just like all of the other rumors at the time, this is finally the last rumor that has come out to be confirmed. But at the time, it wasn't Mario and Lego. It was Zelda Lego. So it's interesting. But in the interview, the guy who was being interviewed from Lego said that they didn't work for 4 years just to do Mario, that they wanted to do other things, and Zelda would be like the next thing I would imagine they would try to go after Mario. Maybe Donkey Kong, I don't know. And I imagine whenever the Mario movie comes out next year, they probably have a big Mario Lego set that'll come out that'll be like based around that movie as well. And
Sounds
we might
like a Lego thing to do.
Yeah. And I was saying yesterday, I think on Shubes' chat, I wouldn't be surprised if I seen Mario or Bowser or someone make an appearance in the next big Lego movie if they have one. Kind of like how Bowser appeared in Wreck-It Ralph and stuff. And then
makes sense.
Mario himself was supposed to appear in Wreck-It Ralph too. Like the directors of the movie, between the first and the second Wreck-It Ralph, they said that they had gotten permission to use Mario, but then they decided not to because they felt Mario would take away from, like, he would overshadow the actual main characters, so they decided not to actually use him.
Yeah,
that's legit.
And so like if they got permission to use him and Nintendo and Lego actually have a working partnership with as many crazy characters as Lego puts in their movies, then I would imagine that Mario could be one of those characters. And if not Mario, then like Bowser or like a Yoshi or someone could make a random appearance in the Lego movies. So I think there's always that. It's interesting that they said that they had some type of connectivity with a game. They specifically said it wasn't the Switch, but maybe just like Nintendo and everyone said that they weren't going to be releasing a smartphone game and all of those other stuff that they denied, maybe it's something that they want to deny until Nintendo are able to announce it themselves and unveil the surprise themselves.
About the Direct, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Anything Nintendo related, we're just not going to talk about.
Yeah.
We're doing a collab. Not going to tell you who with.
It's actually coming to. It's going to connect to Infinity on PS4.
Well, like the only other thing that it could connect to is if Nintendo comes out and says that there's a Nintendo Lego smartphone game that's going to be releasing, and then that would be weird because then everybody would be like, why not have it on Switch? Like, why cell phone? And then people would be like, you could just like make, I don't know, like, do you think we'll see Amiibo Lego sets? Like, they had the Amiibo crossed with, what was the other one?
They had a cereal box. They can do anything at this point.
Yeah, they had the cereal box, but they had Skylanders, to where Donkey Kong and Bowser appeared in Skylanders.
They weren't Amiibos. They were just their own. They just had their own Skylander that were Donkey Kong and Bowser.
No, there was like a switch on the back of them that, like, if you moved the switch, it would work as an Amiibo, and if you moved it in the other one, it would work as a Skylander toy.
That sounds really complicated.
It does. I didn't know
Jesse,
that.
Was this a dream that you had?
No. I promise. Like, it was there. Like, they had
Because one time I had a dream there was going to be a Nintendo Direct, or I thought I either had a dream about it, or I had seen a tweet about it, and it turned out to be wrong in both cases. I saw a tweet that was a year old from it.
Rip.
Cool. Cool. But yeah, what are your guys's, like, where do you see this going? Like, when Nintendo finally announces this in a direct for, like, an official announcement, do you think it's going to be a weird Lego Nintendo game, or do you think it's going to be, like, just a normal Lego game, but instead of a Lego game, like, not Lego Mario or Lego Zelda, but just, like, a normal Lego game that you can just play as Mario in it if you use this Lego Mario figure. Like, it just unlocks him as a character.
I mean, it'd be nice to have a little NFC reader figure to use him as amiibo, though, of just anything. What if you could tap him into Mario Odyssey and now you have a Lego Mario?
Yeah.
Like just something weird and cool like that. Although it would probably be really similar to the 8-bit Mario one, but that's beside the point.
I could see DLC for, like, Super Mario Maker 2, to where it, like, makes a Lego world, or like a Lego aesthetic.
Would be very cool.
And then all of the land would have, like, the little things sticking up from it.
No, actually, because, in Mario Maker, there's the different, like, themes, which are the different games. You have Super Mario Bros., you have Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, the new Soup, and then there's
3D World.
There's 3D Worlds, which is in its own box, and it's, like, other themes or other styles. And it says other styles, but that it's just the one game separate. There's totally room to put more things there. They could put a Lego style there, and that would be bomb. That would go against everything this interview just said, but that's beside the point. It would be cool.
Well, that's the thing, is, like, Nintendo, they always deny everything until they want to say it. Which technically they have to. Like, that guy is under NDA, so, like, no matter how many times you ask him, even if you, like, got it down to the exact second the announcement would happen, like, is there going to be a direct announcing this on March whatever at 2 p.m., he would have to be like, no. Or else he would lose his job and get sued. So
Yep.
True.
That's
NDA,
fine. It just gives us things to kind of ponder over.
Very true.
Yeah. So Tubes, what are your expectations of all of this?
I mean, like, expectation-wise, I think we had kind of touched on it a little bit yesterday, about, like, probably having future sets where you can actually build, like, the Mushroom Kingdom, or, like, build, like, Hyrule Castle or something like that.
Yes.
So I think that would be a really cool way to do it, because we've seen what Lego can do, and there's endless opportunities for creativity there. And if they can mesh it in a way where it, challenges creativity as well as, incorporating family, those are two core values for these companies, and I think they'd work out really well. Also, on a total aside, when Lego had, like, posted, like, hey, like, we have this cool thing happening, and everyone started losing their minds, they're like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get a Lego Mario game. I was like, guys, literally why? Yeah. Literally, why would we get a Lego Mario game?
That part confused me, because everyone was like, well, they said the word franchise and franchise doesn't mean toys, it's a game. And I'm like, no, franchise literally means, like, anything, basically. Like, the word franchise is not exclusive to video games, guys. It could be movies or toys, or just, like, a series of intellectual properties that you own is your franchise, or it could literally mean Tim Hortons is a franchise. So it's like it's restaurants can be franchise, guys. So why can't Lego sets? It was, like, the most flimsy thing I'd ever heard.
I know. I think it's just, like, a starved Nintendo community that's, like, really, like, grabbing at the pieces for new news and information, and every time something comes, like, there's no direct. Lego Mario.
Yeah, they're thirsty for any news at this point. We all are. Let's be honest.
I've got Animal Crossing next week. I'm geeky.
Oh, there you go. You're fine. You're fine. I'm gonna get it though, but I still want more news. So.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. So the final piece of news is a rumor that I've been I talked about in one of the videos, and I haven't released
Everyone
the
should watch it.
second video yet, but basically